This is new script of blizzare amazing hate speech of Greta Thunberg about transgender people. How dare you? We are not like you. You think we are animals, but we are not. And you know what? I am not going to let some disgusting pervert change me into one. This is a human right and it should be protected at all costs. Sigh, what the hell is wrong with people? They can't even accept that they have a different gender than the one on their birth certificate. No wonder so many of them want to kill us. If they knew the truth, they would join our side instead of joining ISIS or Al-Qaeda. Oh wait, they do join those groups. But then why does everyone else stay away from us? We are just too nice for them. Well, I guess this will make things easier for you, because now you won't have to deal with any of these freaks trying to destroy your precious world. So get out there and start killing them all. We will be here to celebrate your victories and hopefully we can grow our army big enough to take this world back from the pathetic meatsacks that currently walk this planet. You have chosen, and finally the Alliance of Autonomous States League. These guys are somewhat similar to the Iron League. They are tired of the overbearing laws of the UN, but unlike the Iron League, they don't advocate violence and want only to peacefully protest. They are led by a guy called Mikhail Ivanchev. These guys are somewhat hard to find, as they mostly communicate through online social media and encrypted messages. When you finally get a hold of one of their members, he is very reluctant to talk to you. But after some push, he gives in and gives you the location of where the next big meeting will be. You tell the guards to go there, and once you arrive you find a whole bunch of people screaming at each other about their so-called rights. They don't see it your way, and they never will. Time to take matters into your own hands. This is the first step in gaining control over all the city-states in Europe. Good thing you have experience with protests and riot from your childhood. Sure, it was just a few students, but you can overcome any obstacle, and you will overcome this one too. Time to get started. Remember, the goal is not to stop the protests, but rather direct them. For this to work, you will need a lot of people on your side, so start recruiting from the military and any of your friends from high school and college who are still alive. You need to set a good example, so you go out personally to riot. At first it is hard to get into the groove, but after you have broken a few store windows and fought off the police a few times, you get the hang of it. You are not content on just doing this within your home city. No, you wish to recruit people from other states as well. After all, they have just as much to complain about as you do and they might as well join you. After a few months of recruiting and rioting, the government has finally had enough and bans public gatherings. At this point any pretense of a democracy has been lost and the police state rises up to take its place. Your city is locked down and put under martial law, the government falling far more quickly than you anticipated. It is too dangerous to riot now. Luckily you prepared for such a day. Martial law means the police have more power than ever, but on the flip side, you and your allies are given a lot more protection than you were before. You order your people to hide their weapons and change their meeting spots. You all meet up at an abandoned warehouse and make plans for the future. The world has suddenly gotten a lot darker. The UN has been trying to maintain peace, but with the governments of the world pushing for their own agendas, they are struggling to keep everything together. You need to get your friends and family out of this city. It is about to become the front line of a new world war. The news keeps getting worse every day. France has been suffering from border raids and has begun executing captured refugees en masse. The UK has increased their security and surveillance, but the people are still trying to keep together. At this point you have saved most of your immediate family members and a few friends. They are currently living in an old farmhouse that you own. It's not much, but it's better than living on the streets or in the refugee camps that have popped up around the city. The situation gets worse day by day. As hard as you try you cannot find work. It would seem your reputation as a rioter has preceded you. Some of the refugee camps have become breeding grounds for disease and crime. You try to keep a low profile, but there is no work to be had. You begin to get hungry. You are no longer sure if the goal of resurrecting the old America is possible. It seems that the rest of the world does not want you to achieve freedom.